Hello, friend and families. Yeah, it's me again. This is my 23rd cruise. This is Carnival Conquest. It's an older ship, but still nice. Even though it needs to go dry dock soon, because you can see a lot of wear and tear. But for short cruises, I cannot complain about this. This is a ritual that I do every time I go on a cruise. I go around the cruise before it even sells out. I like to get familiar with the ship, even though a lot of Carnival cruise are in the same class as the Conquest, like the Sunrise and I believe the Liberty. They have the same scheme, different decorations, but 3 elevators, one in the front, one in the middle, and all the way back and in the back part of the ship. So I go across the deck. I love Port of Miami. You can see downtown in the distance. Actually, I live about seriously about 5 minutes from the port. I can actually go rolling in my wheelchair from my house to the port. But the reason I do a lot of cruises is the accessibility. Everything is there. It's like a big hotel with a lot of accommodations. The food is included in the vacation. And the only thing you have to do is just relax. I don't drink. Sometimes socially I get, beer or whiskey, but I usually don't drink and I don't smoke. But I love to take photographs and videos. That's my hobby. And when it comes to about the Port of Miami, leaving the port is it's always amazing. I left the port. Usually cruises leave the Port of Miami about 4 o'clock. But lately, winter, they leave about 3:30. I've been cruising since 2010, I think. I was introduced to cruising by a coworker. Her name is Carol Cromartie, and that was the first time that I cruised. She actually had a travel agent. I lost contact with her, but later on I was introduced to another travel agent. His name is Seth from All Aboard Cruising, and Seth gave me better accommodation. He looked for accessibility in a ship that he suggests I should take, or stuff like that. And he always knew my needs. So I say, this guy knows, man. This guy is awesome for people in wheelchair, because he fights. He fights to get me a better deal. He fights with the access department, and he always comes through. Seth, All Aboard Cruises, man. This guy is, and this is not. He's not he's not paying me for me to say that. It's just the last time he gave me a deal, man, he blew my mind. So I've been cruising since 2012 with him. I call him, man. I bother him a lot. And not only cruises, he suggests some other things to do. But if you're in the Miami area, and give Seth a call. I cannot give you his number because I don't have the permission. I didn't ask him, but the name of the company he works for is called All Aboard Cruising. All Aboard Cruises, sorry. Hey, Seth, thank you, man. Leaving Miami, it was really sunny, and to my luck, there was some clouds in the sky, which it brings this contrast if you like photography. Because this is like a painting. But leaving Port of Miami is very emotional still for me, because the first time I remember, and I took a lot of pictures and whatnot, and every time, it doesn't matter if it's sunny or it's raining or it's cold or it's hot, I always encounter something new in the light to photograph this beautiful living. I've been living here for 45 years in the city of Miami, and my port of entry will be the next port of call, which will be Key West. I love going to Key West. It brings me back a lot of good memories about family reunion and stuff like that. It hasn't changed. But lately, those short cruises from Miami, you have to be careful because it says it goes to Cozumel. And usually all the cruises that leave Miami goes to Cozumel had a quick stop in Key West. It arrived about 7 o'clock in the morning, and you have to be back in the ship about 2 in the afternoon. So you have to be careful the time you spend roaming around the Keys. Everybody usually gets a little tour. A lot of the tourists do that. They get a little, they call it conch train. It's a little train with car wheels, and it rolls around making different stops, and you cannot get off. It's not like get off and do your thing and then come back. No. It's a tour. They tell you, oh, this is Hemingway House. Oh, this is called the Little White House, which is Truman house back in the days when he was president. And you pass by different stops. Key West is the same thing. Key West has a lot of contrast between the emerald sea, that's the color of the sea there, and the sky. It has, actually, I believe Key West down here in the Key, in the Florida Key, is the only tropical, basically the only tropical part of the United States. And it's beautiful. You see the houses, and all wooden houses that hurricane don't even do a numbers on them. I don't get tired going to the Keys. I even drive from Miami, stays in the Keys. It's a nice place. It's have nice nightlife. When I was younger, I used to drink more. We used to do park hopper, like you do in Disney, but instead you go to different bars. Instead of park hopper is bar hopper. You meet a lot of people. People are really nice down here in the Keys. They lay back. They're not stressed out or anything. It's a wonderful place to see. If you're a tourist and you've never been here, I suggest you do. Most of Key West is wheelchair friendly. After leaving Key West, there is next stop is Cozumel. Every time we go to Cozumel, I know some shops in Cozumel where you can get pretty neat stuff you cannot find here, and it's handmade in that area in Mexico, like hats and boots. Everything else is made in China, but there's a lot of local industry there. They do a lot of souvenirs and stuff like that. But basically, the leather hats that I bought last time I was there, not the last time I was there, I bought a hat about 7 years ago, and it's amazing. I still have it and I use it every time I go out, and the leather, the boots, there's some beautiful boots. The prices is it ranges. You can get some cowboy boots and online from bootmakers here in the United States, and it ranges from $150 to $600 or more. In Mexico, the scheme is, these boots cost $600, but since you're passing by and you're a tourist and we want you to have a good time, I'm gonna leave it to you for $300. I mean, you get a nice quality boot for $300, believe me. But hey, some people, they're not into that. So, but besides that, in Mexico, you can get some other stuff that you cannot find in the US, really, for the price. Like silver jewelry, the sterling silver. They pretty average in Cozumel. You have to know where. If you leave the place where the ship arrived, which is Puerto Maya, basically you're not gonna get screwed there. Well, you have to have long knowledge of what you're buying. But basically, the silver is cheaper than Miami, and sort of the gold. And actually, I bought a ring there that I still use, and it's beautiful. Hasn't changed or anything. Made out of tungsten. It's a very hard metal, and I love it. Well, what I can tell you. The best part of Cozumel is go out. Don't stay there in the free zone. Go out and enjoy the view. I believe the southern part of the island is I don't know if it's the southern part or northern part. It's isolated. There's nothing there. They don't let build there or anything. But there's a couple of places all around where you can enjoy, the beach, which is better than going to those exclusive, all-inclusive places they advertise, which is basically has a beach, which is not the best, but it has a pool and you can eat and blah blah blah. No. Go and to the natural places all around the island. Get a tour guide, but a serious one. As somebody just met outside a taxi, because you never know. You like to let everybody knows where you are. If you rent a taxi inside and you make a deal with a person to do that, that person is reported to where the free zone is, and nothing's going to happen to you. So explore the island. The island is beautiful. Now, if you're in a wheelchair, be careful. Be careful, because that place is not very accessible. Tourist part, yes. If you leave the tourist part, is zero. But like I said before, I've been 45 years in a wheelchair. I'm a veteran. I know a lot of tricks that I learned through the year. And hey, do it. Just do it. If you cannot have access in the wheelchair, at least you go sightseeing. You're gonna be blown away by the beauty of the Caribbean Sea and Cozumel as an island. Well, this was just a short cruise. I'm just letting you know that for anybody is a great vacation, but basically if you're looking for a package, hotel, restaurant, and places to go, a cruise ship is your thing. All right, guys, I have to say goodbye for now, but I'm going to be reporting on my next cruise. Have a great night.